Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I am here today to take you through a little bit of a flow from our Fundamentals of Functional Movement program. I'm going to be showing you the flow twice through. The idea with these flows is that you do them repeatedly through for around 3 to 5 minutes. So I would suggest that you set a timer. You start at 3 minutes, practice that, and then as you get better at it, you can go towards 5. And you just keep repeating it through. The idea is to get your body moving and get your stability muscles kind of active, so working our core and our stabilization, and also getting our joints mobilized before we start doing some of those major global movements that we do in this program. So I'm going to take you through a little flow today. The flow starts like this. You're going to start with your wide feet. Your hands are going to come to your shoulders, and I'm going to take you through 2 versions of this flow. One that is the higher level, if you're able to do it and you don't have any challenges with wrists or knees or anything like that. And then I'm going to show you a version with a box that you can do if you're having trouble getting down to the ground, or if you have any adaptations that need to happen to make it doable for you. So you're going to start with your wide feet. Your thumbs are going to come to your shoulders. You're going to step forward with one foot into a nice wide split stance. You're going to tuck your bum under and stack your shoulders over your hips. One hand's going to come forward, the other hand's going to come back, and you're going to rotate towards the side wall. I'm rotating towards my front foot. Come back to center, switch sides. Big step forward, rotate to the wall over top of my front leg. One hand reaches forward, one hand reaches back. So in this position, you can see that my shoulders are stacked over top of my hips and my fingers are really, really, really wide. So I should be able to shoot a laser beam between each of your fingers. I want them nice and wide. Come back and together. You're going to do that twice through. Again, big step forward, rotate towards the wall, big stretch forward and back with your hands, center, and the other side. Big step. Reach forward and back with those hands, tuck the bum under, push, push, push. Back to center. The second part of the flow, you're going to come forward onto the floor. And again, I'll show you an adaptation after if you need it. You're going to come down into your gorilla pose. So stick your bum back, walk your hands down to the floor until you're in all fours. Now I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see this position a little bit better. I want you to imagine that you have a martini tray on your back. So you're nice and flat. You're going to tuck and lift your knees off the ground. From here, if you can, you're going to kick your bum with one heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to walk our way out onto the floor. Okay, nice plank position. Drop your knees, belly to the floor. Okay? From here, I'm going to reach forward. Again, I'm going to rotate a little bit so you can see this at the best angle possible. You can just do it at home in the same spot. I'm going to reach forward, stretching my arm out, using my fingers to crawl myself along the floor. I should feel a nice big stretch under my armpit. Back to my hand till my hand is under my chest. Reach with the other side and back. And then again, reach and back, reach and back. You're going to push yourself up nice and strong, walk yourself back until you can stand back up. Okay. I'm going to take you through that one more time so that you can see it in a flow. And then I'm going to show you the adaptations. So big step forward, push one hand forward, one hand back, back to center, big wide fingers, big step forward, push, back to center, and again, forward and rotate that trunk all the way around over that top leg. And again, big stretch and back. From there, you're going to walk yourself out into your gorilla position. Okay, you're going to keep those knees just barely lifted. Your back is going to stay nice and flat, and you're going to kick your bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to walk yourself all the way out forward, drop those knees down, belly to the floor. Reach nice and long, 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 long. One hand's going to be in at your chest, and then you're going to switch. Big reach. Okay, bring it back, switch. Big reach. Bring it back. One more time each side. And again. And then you walk yourself back up. And you bring your hands towards your feet. Stand up nice and tall. So there are some adaptations that you can make if you can't get down to the floor, if you have sore knees, if it just feels too hard. Here's some options that you can use to work your way into doing that full flow. So the first part is going to be the same. One note about the first part is that the narrower you step, the harder it is to balance. So if you want more of a balance challenge, you can go more towards standing on a tightrope. If you want less of a balance challenge, you just do a smaller and wider step. Okay? So you can do a smaller and wider step to start if you need. Still doing those 4 steps, rotating over top of that front leg, big trunk rotation, and back. When you go down to your gorilla position, instead of going to the floor, you're going to use a chair that's pushed against a wall or a sturdy box. You're going to put your hands on top. You're going to get into that same position, tuck your belly in, nice flat back, and you're going to kick your heels to your bum. So same idea. Okay, this weight-bearing position through your arms is a really, really great way with Parkinson's to work on getting that extension pattern through the elbows. So very often we see this kind of flexed arm pattern, and this is a really good way to get a better postural alignment and get those triceps working so we can get those arms nice and straight when we need them. So that's your adaptation for this position. Okay? For the reaches, you have an option. If you don't want to get down to the floor, you stay here in this position and you just reach really long with one arm, reach with the other, reach and reach. Okay? Or if you want, you can come down to your knees, do it there. Okay? And that helps you not need to go down to the floor. I'm going to show you one more version of this just in case you want to do it in fully standing. Okay, you can do this at a wall. You're going to stand nice and close to the wall. One hand stays in, reach all the way up the wall, back down, up the wall, and back down. Okay, to each side. So, lots of options there, guys, for you to be able to do these exercises in whatever version works for you. Try and repeat through for a whole 3 to 5 minutes. If you can do one aspect, but another aspect you find too hard, then use the adaptations that I've just given you. You can combine them in any format you like. We will see you guys back for our next video soon. Have a good one.